President Attack the Poor's Destroy America Bigly bill squeaked by both houses, with votes from people who somehow can look in the mirror when they sleep at night. 7 things everyone should know about the big ugly fascist bill. It cuts $930 billion from Medicaid. 16 million will lose their health care. It slashes nutrition aid by $186 billion. Less income for the bottom 40% of families. Increases the debt by $3.3 trillion. Spends $45 billion for immigration jails. And the usual billions for defense contractors. Plus. And seizes money from renewables and gives it to oil. Several performers at the ginormous Glastonbury Music Festival in England, including Irish group Kneecap, subjected the fans to diatribes against genocide. Okay, cheering fans, but still, who goes to hear music that includes social commentary? It's practically illegal. In fact, it was censored on the BBC. Kneecap was seconded by the poetically named rap duo Bob Vylan, who chanted, "Death to the IDF." This was too much for the State Department, who hate death. I don't have to tell you the pain, the discomfort of going to a concert and being forced to take a communal stand for the oppressed of the world. I trust music fans will have no further brushes with the truth. Economists at Wells Fargo estimate that to rebuild U.S. manufacturing to President Tariff's standards would require new factories to hire 22 million workers, which would put a big dent in the unemployment rolls currently at 7.2 million. No one has ever seen the other 15 million workers, not since the latest ice capades. Talking of which, Trump says he is deporting the worst of the worst first. Yet, for some reason, Elon Musk remains in the United States. Meantime, President Don't Tax My Friends is reassigning thousands of IRS agents from investigating wealthy tax evaders to serve instead as immigration officers, helping the super rich while hurting small and medium business owners by removing their workforce. Any future economic hardship and price rises in food, shelter, and clothing will be worth it to stop the tidal wave of hardened criminals charged with or convicted of speaking foreign languages in a white nation. Sending out an SOS. New York Governor Hochul has declared she is concerned that raising taxes on the rich will not make the city more affordable. The reason? Businesses and rich people will leave. So she will veto anything uncomfortable for the rich that might squeak by the ledge. Zohran then is faced with a quandary. How does he bring socialist aid to the poor in a city, state, and nation ruled by the people whose job it is to keep them poor? Tough one. Maybe you can't have socialism in one city. We'll see. When Jackson, Mississippi tried to institute new programs for the poor, the state government defunded the city. So no news here. New York, the new Mississippi? This just in, the Democratic Party is not democratic. They can't decide who to champion, the rich or the rest of us, Israel or justice. They campaigned with Cheney, not Bernie. St. Obama bowed to the banks, paving the way for fascism. Oversimplified? I'm not sure. Nothing against the squad or any of the squad curious, but let's replace the rest, not with young, shiny, copycat Power Rangers, but with people who tell the truth about— Wait, that's illegal now? Shit. It may interest someone to know that Trump's pastor, get this, he went to church as an aspiring young thug, was Norman Vincent Peale, who asserted that assertions are the most important thing, and fact-checking can only bring bad news. So feel-good exaggerations of one's own skills and character lead you to believe in yourself, And of course, only yourself. As with his flunkies, whatever you want to believe wipes out all inquisitiveness, science, and of course, opposition. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain much? President The Gays Love Me has taken Harvey Milk's name off a Navy ship. Wait, isn't the Navy gay? Hegman said, "We are taking politics out of ship naming." Yeah, if you're using the alternative definition of politics. Anything that makes homophobes feel bad. The secretary of the Smithsonian Institution has been outed as a Democrat donor. Look for the museum complex to be closed and its holdings sold off at auction. The staff of the planned Museum of the American Latino will lose 29 of its 35 members, which makes sense, since that's the proportion of American Latinos who will be deported to make room for oppressed white South Africans. The other thing rising besides prices is police killings of pre-criminal black citizens, up 18% since 2019. We could use some cuts there, but the cutters are busy cutting food stamps, disaster relief, nursing home care, and hospitals. Get in line, people of unapproved pigments. It turns out that President My Lips Are Moving can say anything he wants, as long as it turns out to be a joke and he never said it, he says. But as a leading critic of Mr. Trump, a Mr. Voltaire, said, "He who would persuade you to believe absurdities can persuade you to commit atrocities." On the other hand, with Trump up your rump, you never have to think about other people again.